Hello there and welcome back. Sol here. Today is October 19 and we have Dr. T, Volcano Island on our archipelago. And like I said the other day, I maxed out my Grenadiers, I want to say 3 days ago, and I haven't used them since. So I loaded my usual Grenadier, Rifleman, and Medics. And I went for Dr. T today because my armory was about to finish, or actually it finished a few seconds ago. I needed also to collect some more resources to get my second another upgrade going. So I boosted up my. Let me start this up. So I'm gonna start my medics level 12. So I boosted up all my statues. I boosted my power, stone chance, my resource reward statues, my damage, and my gunboat and health masterpieces. So let me show you my stats really quickly. For the Grenadiers, max level Grenadiers, there it is, 854 plus 580 with my boosted statues. The damage per second is 222 plus 239. My Rifleman, level 22, 580 plus 394, and the damage per second is 157 plus 169. Let's see, my medics, they finished upgrading, I think, when they were when I was in between stage 6 and stage 7. So these are my medics level 11, 1162 plus 790, and 30 healing per second, which is very nice. Again, I have max level artillery and barrage, and for GBE I have 132 GBE with the boost. Remember, naturally I have 92. So what else? Yeah, let's then show you what we did with Dr. T. Here we go. Stage 1. Not a bad stage. I mean, even if you're low level, land on the left, get all that those 2 free GBE buildings, and then if you need to flare up on the corner and then engage the core, use GBE to take that rocket launcher if you're low level, and yeah, that should be it. You should be out of range from hookah, or suka. Everything should be out of range of that cannon. But just in case, make sure you engage it, from the upper corner, so that to avoid getting hit by the cannon. And I mean, that should be it. It should not be that difficult. Stage 2. Again, not a hard stage. If you're using hookah, you want to go here on the right side. Of course, there's a lot of free GBE. You can use all that GBE to take down those 2 rocket launchers, and then come in on this side, on the upper side, and engage the core. You can ignore the cannons and take fire from the cannons, or you can just go engage them. It all depends on how high how your troops are. But this would be a good stage for a bout of riflemen if you have heavies. Just so that your heavies, if you're low level, just so your heavies don't die. The riflemen tend to load up a lot quicker. I didn't take on I didn't use GBE for anything, just for dropping critters, mainly because I knew my medics could keep up with the damage per second of the rocket launchers, and it was just a matter of the one-shot defenses. But even the one-shot defenses could not take a rifleman by itself at this stage for my troops. All right, let's look at stage 3 now. From here, I stopped dropping riflemen. I mean, at this stage, you want to most definitely line on the left side. If you're using hookah, or rifleman medic, Grenadiers, or rifleman medics, this is the side that you want to go. Drop a shock if you have shocks, or healing spell if your medics cannot keep up. And here I let my troops go a little bit, not random, but take on whatever they needed to take, just mainly because there wasn't anything that could damage them. And for me at this point, I'm just for having fun and just doing things for fun. And here you see a boom cannon actually hit one of my troops and didn't kill him, which was surprising. But in any case, after I took on the machine guns, like if you're low level, you arrive here, take on that, use GBE for the rocket launcher, and then just park your troops right there on that spot in between the mines. Clear the mines if you need to, and you should be fine. All right, so let's take a look at stage 4. So this stage, it's the defenses are a little bit more spread. You can see how they're all spread out, but it's really nothing that bad. Like my suggestion is for you guys to land on the right side. Hookah will do very good here. Tanks would do very good here. All warriors would do good. Would do very good here. You would just have to clear a couple of the mines. A nice approach would be landing your troops here in the middle of the V, attaching yourself to the mortar, and then actually not the mortar, attaching yourself to the boom cannon, and then going that way towards this sniper tower and then the HQ. And then you can cover you can cover the HQ with one shot, maybe two, and just let your warriors do its thing. In my case, you're gonna see what I did with my Grenadiers. I took the cannon, the boom cannon, just because it will have range regardless of how I landed my troops. So I didn't want to lose one of the Grenadiers there. And I just landed them right on the V. You can see, like, if you do that right on that V, all your boats are gonna land across, and none of them are gonna be outside. None of them are gonna be farther away than that Grenadier when they land. So I'm just, again, letting my troops rack up some damage, take out some defenses. Not because I needed to, just because I wanted to. And then I think here I start taking on that shock launcher with GBE, which is it's a good idea to do, mainly because you don't want to slow your advance of troops. If you're mid-level, if you're lowish level, this stage might start becoming a little bit difficult. But if you take the necessary precautions, it shouldn't be. This still, for mid-high levels, it's a walk in the park. With Grenadiers, I think I've said it multiple times, but I like using Grenadiers, Riflemen, and Medics, mainly because the Grenadiers' weakness is the one-shot defenses. They tend to die quickly towards sniper towers, cannon, and boom cannons, especially now that they're grouping, that Supercell changed their grouping of how many units can be in one particular spot. So they tend to push themselves into the range of a cannon, and that's not good. So the weakness is the one-shot defenses, and a lot of people use tanks with Grenadiers, which is awesome. I mean, tanks can serve as a shield for Grenadiers, but tanks suffer from the same weakness. They suffer from one-shot defenses, not as much from sniper towers, but from cannons and boom cannons. And then so you have to wait 20 minutes for a single tank to load. Is it 20? I want to say it's 20. Maybe I don't use tanks, so I don't really know. Now, when you use Rifleman, so you're trying to counteract the weakness of one troop that has the same weakness with another. So that is the main reason why I use Rifleman, because Riflemen allow you to essentially ignore the one-shot defenses and focus on the splash damage defenses if you needed it to. So here, guys, definitely you want to go on the left. There's a lot of free GBE on the top, around the corner. You're going to see what I did. I took some extra free GBE because I knew I had the time. So here I can essentially take on all those structures, all those defenses with impunity, not caring about getting damage or anything like that. So I took, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 15 free GB that I took there. Plus, you're gonna have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So 45 extra GB that you're gonna, not 45. 9 times 3 is not it's 27. So then you're gonna have the 15 plus the 27 extra free GB that you're gonna have there. And Grenadiers are awesome for this because they're gonna outrange the machine guns in many cases. In that cases, they did not. You can see that's the kind of stuff where like that cannon was just firing at my troops. Luckily, it did not kill them. They did not kill them with one shot. But that's the kind of stuff why having the Rifleman is actually beneficial for you. I didn't drop them mainly because I knew I could outrange most of the stuff here, and I could chuck the rest or barrage the rest. So from here, 2 mortar hits are not going to kill me. Now, 3 mortar hits and that rocket launcher, they are. So I have to be careful. I have to be careful with that. But because not all of the defenses are firing at the same time, then I said, well, then I don't have to worry. Now that the mortars are gone, it's just the rocket launcher, which is going to fall very soon. The sniper tower on the back is also going to fall out very soon. And that's it. Remember, guys, that Grenadiers accuracy increases. It's inversely proportional to the distance at which they're firing. Which means if they're very far away, if they're at maximum range, their accuracy or their damage is actually going to be lower than if you get your troops really close. Their accuracy is going to be better, and their damage output is going to be higher. So yeah, this stage, even for a low to mid player, should not be that difficult. Especially if you ignore the defenses here. If you have hookah, there's really nothing that can stop you on this side. So it's just a matter of chucking at appropriate times. Just when your troops come into range. And if you need to use a smoke before, so to have your heavies safe until your Sukas arrive. All right, so let's see. That was stage 5. I want to say stage 5. Yeah, so let's take a look at stage 6. You see, on these stages, I did not drop any Riflemen just because I on my scout, I knew I did not need them. On this one, I looked at it and I knew I needed my... I knew that there were some higher damage output defenses with the cannon and the sniper towers. So I didn't want to risk losing a Grenadier for the next stage. Now I think I ended up losing. I ended up losing 2 Grenadiers because of a boom mine, which was really unfortunate. So I had to wait just a little bit to get my troops loaded, but nothing that horrible. So here again, taking advantage of the Grenadiers' range, taking advantage of that overthrow to take out and get some free GBE. So that's right there. That's 15 free GBE. Soon it's going to be 18. Soon 21. And soon 24. And then I think one more, and then we get to 27 free GBE. Actually, no, we have more. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So right now we're at 33 free GBE. That really no work at all. And now it's going to be 36. So with all that, I was able to take the rocket launchers here. I don't know what else was on that corner, but using my GBE to my advantage. So here you can see that sniper tower in one shot can take about 20%, maybe 15% of the health of my troops. So I did some miscalculations. I thought that there were going to be higher damage output. Let's see how much damage that mortar does. So mortar does about 20%. And this is where I'm going to lose a troop. I wasn't paying attention. So there's a boom mine right in front of me. And I did not look. I did not see it. I did not see it until they were right on top of them. And they step on the mine. Actually, that's not what happened on the replay. As my troops were pushing forward to destroy the units on that corner, that's when they stepped on it. On this replay, it showed that it was when they were walking upwards. It was on my second flare. So that one right there was, I was zooming out and looking what I could do. and I threw a flare way on this side, which was crazy. Um, but in any case, I flare to that corner, take everything out. I dropped my riflemen just to increase the speed at which I could destroy the HQ. But by the time the riflemen got there, the HQ was already gone. So it was really not that important. Yeah, this replay is cool. All right, so last stage 7. I did drop my rifleman on this stage. As you can see, I lost all but 10 of my riflemen, 1 grenadier and 1 medic. There is a lot of defenses on the left side. And when I mean a lot, even to the point where a hookah could be in danger, not because of the one-shot defenses, it's just because of the flamethrowers. Flamethrowers and machine guns, because the hookahs work so close to those defenses, they get the full brunt of the damage output, especially of machine guns. So my advice is actually to take the right. Take the right, take that free GBE, come to this corner, and then start pushing on this side. Use GBE then to clear the one-shot defenses around here and shock appropriately. Make sure that if you're going to shock something, that it has stuff around it. So, for example, if you're going to shock that boom cannon right there, then there's no need to destroy those 2 mortars or the machine gun or the sniper behind them, because you can take them with collateral. So on my I did try one first time and I ran out of time because I decided to send my Grenadiers here on the bottom and farm some free GBE, and that was just enough so that the HQ was left with 10% by the time the timer ended. So this time I learned from my mistake, and I landed all my troops here right away. And like I said the last time that I was using Grenadiers, use the time that the Grenadiers are walking to then use GBE. So I took the rocket launchers out. I started taking those 2 machine guns because that cluster of them together are gonna take my riflemen out, especially with the backup of those 2 mortars on that side. In any case, you can see 2 mortar hits put my rifleman to about 15%, and I'm actually gonna lose a bunch of riflemen right here once that shock expires. Actually, maybe I already lost them, or maybe the replay is wrong. I remember losing about 10 riflemen to a combination of mortar fire and a rocket launcher shot. So here I made a mistake. I reflared prematurely. Therefore, what you can see here, my flank is exposed. So once my riflemen push up, then my Grenadiers are going to push to that position. And from there, that cannon is going to be able to hit my troops on the side. So I decided, well, I need to take out that. You see, I lost a Grenadier right there. I lost another one, according to here. I just lost one, and it was the first one. So I needed to clear that before. Now that I did, I'm on damage control. I want to keep my riflemen alive, because those are going to be the ones that are going to help me push the DPS up of this combination. So you're going to see me take some measures in a second or two to keep my remaining Grenadiers alive. And this was it. Like here, this replay is wonky, because at this point I threw that smoke right there, because my riflemen were in there. And it's that way, when just like now, they will be protected from the machine gun, they will be protected from the sniper tower, they will be protected from the cannons even, while my Grenadiers overshot took those buildings out, or those buildings out. I sent a smoke twice just to make sure. I knew I was looking at the timer. I knew I still had time. And at that point, then I let the smoke expire, and which then, I'm going to have 10 riflemen shooting at their 152 damage per second times 2, essentially, which is 300 damage per second times the 10 riflemen. We're talking about 30,000 damage every second. So that in combination with my Grenadiers was gonna be what's gonna let me take the headquarters out. Because otherwise I would have stayed here a lot longer. And even though I still had like an extra 40 seconds after I destroyed the base, it was close. I didn't want to have that to happen like the previous time. So then that's where I smoked my troops in to protect those last set. So guys, that's how I took Dr. T out. And actually I didn't show you like alternatives. Oh no, I did talk about the alternatives. That hookah will be a good alternative to go here on the north side. Warriors, you could do warriors, but you're gonna need at least 3 shocks and 1 clearer box to cover that machine gun, and those flamethrowers. There's another machine gun right here, so you're gonna need at least 4. Plus the GBE to clear the mines around the HQ, plus the GBE to get into position. So it's not going to be easy with warriors today, guys. My recommendation is hookah, if you have them, tanks if you have them, and grenadiers. You saw that grenadiers are able to do the trick. So guys, again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. I've been talking with a few of you guys. If you're watching the video, please hit the subscribe button. I know a lot of you guys do watch the videos and I'm not subscribed. I know it's your prerogative to do, but if you can, just hit that subscribe button. It really helps out. So in any case, tomorrow we're going to have Hammerman attacking. So that's amazing. Stay tuned. See if we can go for our 9th straight defense without having ice. So guys, hope you have a nice day and solid checking out.